when they got the outweigh redistribution in '96. I know something about politics. I studied political science, philosophy and sociology. I'm not an urban planner, but I understand the concept of community. And I have a link to this place. Kevin said, how did you get here? Do you know the place? Only just a little quid. My working class grandparents lived in Hall Street, West Melbourne. My grandfather was a seafarer whose ships docked down on the Spencer Street and was highly respectful of Dr. Maloney, the federal member for this area in the early 1900s, who would be turning in his grave at the concept of what is being planned here. This place is particular, the Victoria Market. It's an oasis in a sea of supermarkets and fast food and cafes and coffee shops. It's a place where you go and feel a sense of community. It's a place where you talk and you savour the production processes which you don't get in the supermarket. It's a place where I've been going for years now. Down to the bread shop where I can ask the bread man or woman what the GI count is in that sourdough loaf. And where my butcher will cut the meat up for the spaghetti in a way that suits me, removing all the fat. It matters in our cultural identity, the market. It's not for Robert Doyle and his developer mates to appropriate as part of the drug family. And the Money brothers roaming through Moreland in Brunswick where I live, banging up their apartments. We're looking at the towers across the road that no one lives in. And what are they going to do to the market? I had the boys take me for a wander, including one woman, Jenny Pike. Frank, where are you, Frank? There he is. Look at Frank out the back there. Put your hand up, Frank. Frank told me a litany of tales about neglect by this council, by this Victoria Market management. A war of attrition to try to drive people out by not promoting the stallholders and their places in the way they should. So, I stood in the under the sheds, ABCD, and I imagine, Neil Cole, how they were going to dig it up. They're going to rip the dirt out, rip the concrete out, and they're going to shift those sheds, these heritage sheds. Can you believe they're going to move them and tell us that they'll come back pristine? Bullshit. It is sacrilegious what they are. So, they're going to move people out for 5 years and tell us that 5 years away, living under a tent will not break the continuity of your business. And then you'll walk back into a beautiful, pristine setting, surrounded by some pussy chef up under the shed, which we don't need. And of course, in the Mercat, beautiful old building, rich in history, yeah, we've paid $76 million for it. The council offered it to a developer to put the towers up. The state government, we're told, is walking on that. The council have offered an $80 million compensation if the tower doesn't go high enough. It is a disgrace. It is commercial incompetence in the interest of a land grab. And will there be a road east-west driven into? Will there be a trade-off of a road given by the council to the state government, which then acquires land to the south of the market for more buildings? Is this the grubby deal we're really talking about? Can the state government raise its hand and tell us we're not going to walk this path? In the last few weeks, I have spent a lot of time, Kevin, talking to people from the market. We've had meetings up at Trades Hall. I've heard the stories. I've walked that place and understood what it's like to be a stallholder and facing uncertainty with a management that has no sensitivity to the workers, the stallholders in that market. It's truly disgraceful. But we have a chance. There have been many campaigns that have been won in the past. In 1971, in a left-wing journal, it was said, "The Queen Victoria market is threatened with redevelopment by the Melbourne City Council along with their wealthy developer cohorts." What they have in mind is a towering hotel and convenient complex for wealthy business tourists arriving at Tullamarine and multi-storey offices, a shopping area for the local capitalists and their servants. That was 1971. We are looking at 1971 revisited. Now finally, I spoke down at the East-West rally and I was part of the movement that stopped East West. I was involved in more than when we stopped the council, which wanted to dig up the bluestones in our lanes and sell them off and replace them with concrete. We beat them. I've campaigned against the criminal justice failings on violence against women to the point that we abolished that brutal provocation law. I'm up for the campaign. We can win. You've got to throw Boyle out, and you've got to raise money. You have to campaign like your life depends on it, and we need to raise money for a genuine campaign that sweeps Doyle and his cohorts out of office and reminds, dare I say, as good as their goodwill might be, the state government, that they must be on side with us because we need a rise.